Hello and welcome back to episode 14 of Club 2 with BK HACKEN back on the AndrewPlays channel. If you have enjoyed the content so far, I'm going to ask you early on, please do leave a like down below. Comment your prediction for the second leg against ZENIT today. We lost the first leg 1-0, but we're still in it. And also, we've got the Swedish Cup semi-final coming up today. Only a couple of games since you were last with us. We finished off the group stage in the Swedish Cup against Gaze 3-0, and we did lose 1-0 to Zenit in the home leg, but that's not too bad considering what I thought was going to happen going into that game. We then beat Trelleborgs 1-0 in the Swedish Cup quarter-final, so we've got Varbergs in the semi-final there. The other teams are Hammarby and AIK, so if we get to the final, it could be... Yeah, I think that's a winnable Swedish Cup for a second year in a row. Zenit, however, probably going to be a tough one. But let's see if we can pull off a shock. And the lineup for today's game, we've got Negrell in goal, a back four of Abels, Hansen, Hammer and Calces. Then we've got Priso and Egnell in midfield. Calero, Olsen and Martes as the three behind Muziolik. Of course, Polana is missing for this game because he decided to get a red card in the first leg. Twice he's done that in quite important games. I'm starting to really get fed up of him, if I'm being honest. But we'll give him one more chance. If he does it again, he's gone. Free kick from deep here. Malcolm sends it into the box. Abels heads it on. It's collected on the far side of the pitch, though. Back to Lo Celso. And then back out to the wing. Crossing opportunity here. Cuts it back to Lo Celso, who then drives it in. Azum sends it back. Lo Celso in again. And, oh dear, Azmoun has headed it on and Negrella somehow let that past him, which was just a bit of poor goalkeeping, really. You know, it was not too much pace on it. He seemingly got his hands to it, and he's just kind of gone all floppy wrists on us and let it go past him. Really disappointing goalkeeping, and that's why Negrella isn't normally the first team goalkeeper. Malcolm with a corner here, goes in, Egnell heads away though. Miranchuk is going to go and collect that, and he's closed down Danjuma in the box now, back to Miranchuk. Weidewald with a shot, but it's well over the bar and never troubled the keeper. 1-0 down at half-time, 2-0 down on aggregate. Again, it's not too bad. Abels is tired, so we're going to bring Fredriksson on for him, and we'll also bring Jocka on for Olsen with that semi-final in mind. And this game looking like it's very unlikely to have anything happen in it. Malcolm with a free kick from deep. Azmoun hits the bar, but he was offside anyway. So nothing too concerning there. Throw-in now comes into Azmoun. Can he get into the box? Kuzayev gets it intercepted by Calces, but his clearance doesn't go anywhere. Weidewald back to Kuzayev. And he goes back to Lo Celso. Time on the ball here. Switches the play to Danjuma, who's one-on-one. And he's missed. A big miss from Danjuma there. Our final change, we're going to bring Sonko on for Muziolik. Again, just thinking of the semi-final at this point. 50 minutes ago, we're not going to get 2 goals against a team like Zenit. Bauer with a throw-in here. Miranchuk collects it. Back to Lo Celso, who's been all over the place today. He plays it back to Bauer, and then inside. Then Lo Celso on the ball. Forward, goes backwards, to Weidewald. And then Lo Celso to Miranchuk to Costello. Plays it off to Bauer, who's got space to shoot, but his shot goes wide. Bauer with a short free kick, plays it to Lo Celso, over the top to Azmoun, who's scored and wraps the game up 2-0. Hamar with a missed header there, which was very disappointing. Luckily, it happened in a game where it's not really having an impact in the outcome of the game. Still not nice, though. Hopefully, he doesn't do that in the semi-final, but looks like European adventure is over. Malcolm with a corner, finds Azmoun at the far post when Negrell makes a good save from that one. And then we are going to continue this highlight until Negrell eventually goes long, finds Martes on the left-hand side. He's brought it down very well. Can he get the ball into the box? He cuts it back to Egnell, shoots from range and hits the bar. And we nearly got a late consolation goal. Highlight keeps going though now with the goal kick. Calces collects it, plays it forward to Martes. Can he take his man on? He's going to run at him, plays it inside to Calces, tries to find Sonko, but it wasn't a very good attempted ball. The clearance finds Asmoon, and Hamar stops him, goes out for a throw. However, from the throw-in, again, we keep going. Malcolm inside to Miranchuk. Asmoon. I feel like this is just a really long highlight to the end of the game. Asmoon doesn't get to the ball. Negrel clears it away, and it was just a really long highlight to end the game on. So we are out of Europe. However, we've done better than we ever expected we were going to do, if we're being honest. Realistically, how many of you would have said we would be in the second knockout round of the Europa Conference League? I certainly wouldn't. Everton winning 9-2 in their game against Lugano. But now let's go and see if we can get into the second Swedish Cup final in a row by beating Varbergs. And the lineup for the second game, we've brought Branderhorst in goal, Calero at right back. We've swapped the three in midfield, with Losfus being the holding midfielder, Plana and Sonko on either wing, and then Muziolik as the main man up front. Loftus intercepts a ball early on for Varbergs here, and Calces gets it to Sonko on the left wing, inside to Loftus, and then back to Hamar. Working our way across, Egnell plays it over the top to Muziolik, 1-on-1, and he scores. There's no flag coming from the linesman. We lead 1-0 in the Swedish Cup semi-final. And if we can get another couple of goals, secure our way through, I think we've got a good chance of, getting into the final. I think we can win the final. And maybe this year we can go for the league title as well. We get another highlight here as their keeper plays a long ball forward. Hamar collects it though. And then Hansen and Hamar exchange the ball. We very quickly find ourselves back in possession. Calces to Sonko. He gets it inside to Olsen. And then back to Hamar. We're taking our time. We've got the lead, so we don't need to rush it. We can wait for the opening. Egnell, a man who's found quite a few openings, finds Plana, whose shot goes just over the bar, but a good effort. Half time, we're leading 1-0. It's going quite well. We've not really had anything from Varbergs to prevent us controlling the game. Hopefully it stays that way and we can grab a second. Long throw coming in from the right-hand side from Calero here. Gets it all the way into the box. Muziolik at the near post. That's 2-0 just after half-time. And Muziolik starting his season strong. And hopefully this could be the start of us, getting that final secured. And then hopefully we can start the season like we're doing this. Highlight straight away, however, for Varbergs as Mageshig plays it to Leroux. Falls back to Stanisic. And now they're exchanging the ball at the back themselves. Bjorkander is bringing it out of the defence. And hopefully we're going to see us nick the ball here. But Wilkstrom going down the left-hand side. Magashi inside to Leroux. And also nearly had it there, but ball over the top finds Wilkstrom. Ball into the box, and Majed has hit the bar at the far post. And Calces has managed to clear it away. But a warning sign from Varbergs here. We've got to defend the corner well now as it goes in towards the far posts, and Polana does head it away. Branderhorst with a goal kick here as we start from the back. Hopefully this is going to be another highlight of us controlling the game. Sonko receives it on the left-hand side, plays it to Muziolik, and then back to Loftus over the top. Muziolik collects it. Would have thought that would be Sonko in that position, but all right. Muziolik with a cross. Polana's in there, doesn't win the header though, and Wilkstrom collects it. Plays it back to Ajupi. And then back to Wilkstrom. Polana's there though. Nicks the ball. Inside to Loftus. Egnell. Ball over the top. Has gone all the way through to Sonko. Can he cut it back into the box? He can to Muziolik. But his header is over the bar. We're going to bring Calero off for Fredriksson. And Shaheen coming on for Sonko on the left-hand side. I would bring Muziolik off. But it'd be nice for him to grab a hat-trick if he can. And a final change as Xhaka comes on for Olsen in midfield. Torres with a corner kick goes to the far post. Tranberg with the header and a great save from Branderhorst. However, from the throw-in, Digger gets it to Leroux inside to Penaloza. And then Hamar clears it away. Muziolik nods it on, but it's collected by Stanisic at the back. They bring it forward very quickly here. Wickstrom has switched over to the right-hand side. Tranberg to Torres. Can he cut it back into the box? He does not. He goes all the way back to Ajupi. Leroux on the ball, and they're trying to like control the ball, but not really getting near our goal very often, which is fine by me. As they bring it forward again now, but again, force backwards. We're doing well, just preventing them getting too close. Torres on the ball, trying to get past Fredrickson, but the fresh legs going to prevent him doing so. Bergfeldt, Tramberg, LaRue, ball through to Torres, and he gets one back for Varbergs. We've only got a couple of minutes to go here, so hopefully we're not going to have a complete collapse, and that can just be a consolation goal for them, because yeah, we don't want to have to deal with extra time and things like that. And we have seen out the game, a 2-1 win against Varbergs. Into the Swedish Cup final we go. Do we know at this stage who we're going to be playing? It's Hammarby or AIK. I'm going to predict it's going to end up being Hammarby. No, AIK, sorry. It was Hammarby. They've absolutely thrashed AIK 4-0 in the semi-final. So looks like they're well up for a battle in the Swedish Cup final. And as a result of that, we're actually going to end up playing Hammarby twice in a row in the Swedish Cup final and then in the Allsvenskan straight after. What we'll do next is we are going to come back. We're going to come back for Kalmar and Drugardens. I know it's weird not to come back for the first 2 games of the season, but I think that leaves us in a good position to then push through to the Swedish Cup final after that. Whereas last season I felt a little bit awkward when we came back like at the start of May to then come back for the final. It didn't really flow right for me. So we've already gone over signings. I'll let you know of any future ones as and when they happen. But in the meantime, if you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment your prediction for the Swedish Cup final and for the league. And subscribe if you are enjoying the content. Thank you very much for watching.